Something I want to point out that anyone who watches my channel probably might have noticed already. I almost exclusively use AMD processors. And the reason for that isn't because I just think they're better, because in many cases they're not. I just think they're most of the time a better value. But here we are today, and ta-da! An i7-8700K! Neato! This is my buddy's computer I had built for him like 2.5 years ago. We were both still on the fx-8350. I had really good luck with it, so we used it for his and found out it really, well, not only does it bottleneck his 1080, which we knew was going to be an investment for the future anyway, but it really performs poorly in Warcraft. Destiny 2 processor does really well. Games like The Division, which he was playing at the time, as well as Destiny 2, are running great, but actually World of Warcraft, that guy bottlenecks hard because it doesn't use the full potential of the processor. So let's clean this up. There's like 2 years worth of dust. Obviously he didn't do much maintenance there. Got some stickers. We're going to do better on the stickers this time. And we're going to do some paint, and we're going to sexy this up. This will be my first ever Intel build, and I'll be doing it with a darn good gaming processor. I mean, from what I can tell, stats-wise, this is the best thing out there for gaming right now, and should eat up World of Warcraft, even in raids and things like that. So let's see what we got to go with this. We got the i7. We actually downgraded on RAM. It's not really going to affect him too much in-game, having 8 gigs instead of 16, especially because the graphics card already has 8 gigs of RAM, and your system RAM is really used in games for overflow, which you won't really need. So we saved, we saved some money there. Of course, it is 2 sticks, though, so we can get dual channel even with only 8 gigs. And here's our motherboard. This is a pretty cool motherboard now. The reason we went for this one, aside from the fact that it's red and black, which is kind of like painfully obvious at this point, the really good features are SLI. It's Asus, which is by far my favorite brand of motherboard. I really do think they make good quality stuff. I'm not paid to say that. Like, I'll be straight up too. Like most other companies suck on their quality control and customer service, and Asus isn't perfect, but you definitely get what you pay for. We saved $30 on this board by getting it with the processor. Thank you, Micro Center. So it wasn't like the most painful hit for a board with this much feature. And so yeah, this becomes the infinitely upgradable computer. The heart of the beast that he paid for is the 1080, and that's going to stay with him, and that's still an exceptional card. It's not the TI. He got this before the TI even came out. The beauty of this setup is he can add a second card in the future with this board and have 2 1080s, which is going to outperform a single 20 series card. And now he'll have a processor that will do it justice. So, we got a lot of work to do, we got some painting to do, some parts to test. I guess I'm going to flip over into time-lapse mode. So here we are playing with my fisheye lens now. We got the meat out of the system. This is what we're replacing: motherboard, CPU, and RAM. Get these 7 fans out that are going to need a serious dusting. Probably just hit them with cloth and vacuum. And now at this point, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a test bench for the new parts with the old power supply and graphics card, and then I'm going to take the case outside and do the cosmetic work. So we'll have 2 different operations going at this point.